Hey guys, Scott KI5 USA. Just going to do a little follow-up on the install of my Yaesu FTM400 into my 2020 Chevrolet half-ton diesel. I started a video the other day showing you that I was running the wiring for the radio, and I ended off showing you that I was gonna mount my radio on the floor, which is what I did with some Velcro just to hold it in place. It's not going anywhere. The wires kind of hold it by itself, so I didn't really need to put the Velcro on there, but I did. And I told you I didn't know how I was gonna mount it. I was thinking about making a custom bracket that would go underneath down here, but it'd be a little bit hard to reach down there and tune the radio. So I talked about getting a Lido mount, and I found one on Amazon. It was like $30 something, but this one actually had a little adapter there where your microphone actually hooks in there. I have a magnetic mount on mine, so I wasn't actually using the microphone adapter, but that's how I've got it mounted. Anyway, if you buy one of these, I'll tell you, it has a little horseshoe connector that is supposed to go in. I don't know if you can see this bolt or not. It's supposed to go underneath that bolt right there in the rail, on any of these rails. Typically people put them on the passenger side. My wife doesn't like it over there, so I moved it on the driver's side. But the little horseshoe mount that comes with it won't reach to that bolt right there. It's not long enough because it has a metal bracket and it stops right here, and the little horseshoe mount is not big enough to reach under the boat. But it did come with some other, my kit did anyway, my kit came with some other metal brackets for configuring it a different way. And what I ended up doing was taking one of the brackets that came with it. I wish I'd have taken a video of it, but I didn't. And I flipped it over, and I saw that it would fit into the rail, and it was a lot longer than the horseshoe mount bracket. So it had some holes in it, little small holes that are made for hooking up some of the accessory things that they have that go with this mount. And I just got a drill. I got a step-up drill bit that allows you to step up holes bigger and bigger and bigger till you get them to what the size you want. And I just stepped up one of the holes till it was big enough for the bolt that's in the floor to go through it. Then I slid it in there, and it worked perfect. And you just take that metal, this gooseneck thing here, you just take it off, and it's held on by 2 screws. And then in that plate that I drilled the bigger hole into, it had a whole bunch of different holes in it already for you to move things around on it. So it fit in there perfect. But I just thought I'd let you know, if you try to use the little horseshoe bolt, if you decide to get one of these mounts for your truck, that little horseshoe is just not long enough. You're going to have to do some type of custom made bracket if you don't get the little brackets that I had in my kit. It came with a whole bunch of little adapters, but this mount was specifically for the Yaesu FTM400, and it worked out really good. And so that's what my install looks like now. It's pretty clean. I'll go back around the other side. I just put some fabric protector on my seats, and I'm letting it dry out, so I don't want to sit down on it. But anyway, that's what it looks like. And like I said, this little ball right here, I just stuck on there, but it's actually got a little shape in there for a microphone bracket. But I've taken mine off and put this little magnet on mine. So that's what it looks like. I hope this helps somebody. I enjoy doing these videos as I customize things. Another little thing, if you got a Chevy truck, I watched a guy I'm about to go back here in the back because I lifted that up and it fell down. I watched a guy. I'm gonna put it up there. Show you what I'm doing. It's got mine's got accessory plugs back here in the back. So I've got an adapter for my Apple Watch here and another iPad charger. And I watched a guy take one of these wireless chargers like this. You can get them on Amazon. They're about 13 bucks. And he had an older truck. It was like a 2014 or something like that. And he was able to take this rubber piece out and then pull this plastic part off here and mount. He took all the guts out of this charger and mounted up under here and put it all back together and lay his phone on there, and it made his truck where it had wireless charging, and then he just ran the wires to a hot source that he found underneath the seat. I tried doing that, and number one, this plastic piece doesn't come out. You can take the back off of the inside of this part, and you can get it in there perfectly, and it'll fit all back together and looks good. But I think this plastic is too thick. I didn't take this apart and take all the guts out of it. I just wanted to test it first. Plus I have a real thick protective case on my phone, and I think the two pieces of plastic being so thick and the thick piece of plastic on this phone wouldn't let it make the wireless charging connection. Now, if you had a phone that didn't have a case on it, it would probably have worked. But I always have a case on mine, and because I drop it all the time. So that's just an idea. If you got a 2020 and you didn't get wireless charging, and you don't get it unless it's a really high grade, high level truck, that's just an easy way to maybe add a wireless charging. The way this is now, I can set a phone down on there and it charges perfectly, and it doesn't slide out of here anyway. So it still does what I wanted it to do. It's just something that falls back if you ever lift that up. I keep my center console down most of the time. I just had it up because, like I said, I just sprayed it with some fabric protector. Waiting on the car seats to get in. So anyway, have a good one. 73s, KI5, yes, I'll be clear. If you have any questions, you can email me at ki5.scott@gmail.com.